heck of a start to the week weather-wise.
Such a relief out there.
70s, 80s. I mean, I hope you just enjoyed it, remembered it.
You did, and I will.
Because it's not going to last much longer, you guys. The summer heat is back as we kick off July tomorrow. We're going to be looking at temperatures in the 90s. So we officially climbed to 81 this afternoon. Still a far cry from where we should be for this time of the year. Temperatures for the entire month running just a hair above average, but we were in the low to mid 80s for much of the Front Range this afternoon. It was mild off to the eastern side of the state with low 80s in Ray and Burlington. Hot out west, 97 in Grand Junction, and surprisingly even warmer up through the high country, 89 this afternoon in Ely. You can see off to the west some dark, daunting skies. We do have some thunderstorms out there, especially up through the southern Front Range foothills. Looking at the climate calendar, nowhere near that 102 was last set back in 1990, and typically our averages should be in the upper 80s for this time of the year. Like I mentioned, most of the storm action has been across parts of Jefferson, Douglas, Park counties. Earlier this afternoon, nothing severe, but some pretty heavy rain showers coming through further south toward the Palmer Divide, and then south central Colorado getting a nice drink of water, especially around the San Luis Valley. Tonight here in Denver, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures feeling good in the upper 50s for many of us up and down I-25. A couple of degrees warmer off to the eastern plains, 30s and 40s up in the mountains. Up through the foothills, we'll sit at around 49 in Netherland, low 50s in Allens Park, and about 48 in Grand Lake. Looking at the futurecast as we go throughout the rest of this evening, those showers really start to wind down once the sun goes down. By 11 p.m., partly cloudy skies statewide in a glorious beginning to your Tuesday, no matter where you are in Colorado. You'll be able to enjoy some of that sunshine, and then typical timing just after the lunch hour. A couple of storms firing up through the mountains. It's about 2-3 o'clock. Nothing just yet for the urban corridor, but by about 4:35 o'clock, you might find a couple of those storms. Nothing severe on tap for us tomorrow. These storms are going to be long gone by about 8-9 o'clock tomorrow evening. Looking at our threat for seeing any kind of severe weather, not the case in Colorado tomorrow afternoon. However, if you are traveling I-76 or I-80, a marginal threat out toward Lake McConaughey, Ogallala, and North Platte. Your hour-by-hour planner as temperatures soar into the upper 80s to low 90s. We will be tracking that increase in cloud cover and maybe 1 or 2 thunderstorms that hopefully will help to cool us off after a day in the lower 90s here for the metro. A little cooler up through the mountains in the upper 70s around Allens Park, 73 in Black Hawk, and then looking at the Super 7-day forecast, the heat is back pretty much all week long. A brief break as far as the storms go on Wednesday. They're back in action Thursday and continue for the 4th of July and into the holiday weekend.